welcome back to The Late Show. My first guest tonight is an actor you know from films like Revolutionary Road, Man of Steel, and The Shape of Water. He now stars in the new movie Nuremberg and the new miniseries Death by Lightning. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Michael Shannon. Hey.
Hey there.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to be here.
How are you doing?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
It seems like a good time to be Michael Shannon. You got the new film, you got the new limited series. You're fronting an R.E.M. cover band that is the hottest ticket in town, whatever town it happens to be in right now. And I'm gonna show and tell the people a little bit about it.
Okay.
Here you are. What's the name of the band, by the way?
Oh my God. It's called Michael Shannon and Jason Narducci and friends play the music of R.E.M. It's a very sexy name. Yes. We want to keep people on
There
pins
you are.
and needles. Yes.
There you are, stiping it up real hard.
Goodness gracious.
Last time you told me that you guys were doing shows where you did full albums, like Dylan's Highway 61 Revisited, and now you're selling out this tour of R.E.M. and another tour planned for 26. This is you and
There it is.
Mr. Jason Narducci.
There's the flyer for it.
There it is. How did this start? How did this idea get started?
Well, I have a artist named Robbie Fulks to thank for this. He's a singer-songwriter, and he was in Chicago. He had a residency where he would play a different album once a month, and he asked Jason and myself to participate, and that's how I met Jason. And then, yeah, every once in a while, me and Jason call each other up and say, well, how about this album, or how about that album?
Are you surprised what this has become?
Very super surprised, yes. Yes.
Was this ever part of the plan?
No.
Rockstar?
No. God, no. No, we would pick an album and we do it once. That's it, just once, and kind of like I refer to it like a Japanese sand painting. It just blows away, you know?
Yeah,
very
sure.
highfalutin.
Yeah.
We did this one, and people started calling up and saying, well, come do it here. And Jason said, well, you want to do a tour? And I said, well, I've always wondered, I've heard so much about life on the road, So.
You're starring in the new film Nuremberg.
Yes,
now, for people who may remember that name from history class or have some sense, we know about the Nuremberg rallies, but it's the judgment at Nuremberg this is about. Explain to the people what exactly happened in these trials and who you play in the film.
Well, I play Supreme Court Justice Robert Jackson. The Nuremberg trials were his idea. A lot of the top brass in America thought if you caught a Nazi, you should just, execute them. But Jackson believed that they needed to be put on trial and that the whole world needed to see them trying to justify or explain what they did, which of course is impossible, but nonetheless, he figured that's how justice works. And he was able to accomplish this, establish this tribunal. It was the first of its kind. He set a lot of precedents in terms of the charges that he leveled against the Nazis, crime against humanity. I think it was the first time that phrase had ever been used. It was the first time that film had been used as evidence in courtroom. A lot of firsts. So.
We have a clip here in the courtroom scene. Let's take a look at this, and then tell me what you remember about doing the scene.
Okie dokie.
For the record, is there any doubt in your mind that Adolf Hitler is dead?
I have no doubt.
So you are aware that this makes you the only living man who can expound to us the true purposes of the Nazi Party and the inner workings of its leadership?
I am perfectly aware of this, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your party, from the very beginning, intended to overthrow the Weimar Republic.
That was our firm intention.
And upon coming to power, you immediately abolished parliamentary government in Germany.
We found it to be no longer necessary.
Is that because you believe people are not capable of self-government?
Difficult. Difficult to watch. Yeah. You know, it's heartbreaking to watch something like that. I'm curious what it was like to shoot that scene. And how long did it take you to shoot that?
It was just one of the greatest scenes I've ever had the pleasure of shooting in my career. It's a long scene. The actual testimony is much longer. It's actually in a book that Russell, who plays Goering, gave to me. So we condensed it, but it was still quite long. It was about 20 pages. And Russell and I decided that they had it broken up and to do like the first third on Monday and the second third on Tuesday, because it's just more pages than you would typically shoot in a day. But Russell and I decided that we wanted to do it all from beginning to end to keep the momentum and the tension of it. So the takes wound up being 25 minutes long.
One continuous take. What does that do for you as an actor, to have it continuous and contiguous like that? Well,
it really gives you the opportunity to get lost in it, you know, and kind of forget that you're even doing a movie, which is a nice... Sometimes for me, the really difficult scenes are where it's like one little thing, like one line, or, you know, he opens a door or whatever, because you don't get the opportunity to really forget what's happening. And
do you ever like have that one line, or like open the door and you go, I could have opened that door different?
You do. I mean, and you hear about these famous directors, you know, who, you know, someone like David Fincher or Michael Mann, and they get obsessed with like one little shot. I'll do it like 70 times. Somebody opening a door or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remind me to avoid those guys.
Yeah. Yeah. But
well, it's nice. It's nice. I mean, I look forward to this film. It's a nice reminder that Nazis are the bad guys.
Yeah. It's also I also think it's a nice reminder, you know, what Justice Jackson did was really extraordinary, and he was met with a lot of opposition, which is strange because it sounds very logical what he's saying, but he overcame a lot of adversity to accomplish what he did, and in the face of what seems like kind of insurmountable problems right now, it's nice to be reminded that someone who is determined enough can actually make a difference and have an impact. Yeah.
We have to take a quick break. I'll be right back with more Michael Shannon, everybody. Stick around.